All right, welcome to the Photography Compo Studio. I'm your host, Esperi, and with me here are Taino and Sampo. Hello, guys.
Hello.
So, what did you guys think about the overall competition level of the Photocom? First time ever Photocompo. So, what did you think?
Well, I think the pictures were alternating. There were some really good, some really not amateur photos, and then there were some snapshots, I'd say.
Okay. What about you?
Well, the overall quality was very fine, very good, and there was some exceptional photos, of course. Yeah. But the overall is very good.
I agree. For a first-time competition, very good overall level.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's jump straight in for the individual entries that we picked for the studio. First up, number 2, water drops. Perhaps from the more basic line,
yeah,
you guys said.
It's pretty generic water drop picture with leaves, but I like there has been some external lighting, some speed light or such, and it's generic, but it's still beautiful because it works every time.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful picture, of course, and very classic actually. The composition is quite right, if I may say so. It's not perfect, of course, but it's quite right. There's few things which are not so good to me because I'm landscape photographer and nature photographer, of course. So this is the back green things over there because there's too much grayish color over there, and that's like 2 pictures in there.
Yeah, of course. The problem with the composition was that you couldn't do anything but crop the picture, so you can't get rid of something like that if you notice it's only on your Lightroom or whatever you're using. But yeah, jumping onwards, number 5, Gower Street. This is something a bit different, using longer exposure to get a moving target in the picture. What did you guys think?
Well, I like the bus and the colors on the bus and the little detail that the lights are red and the bus is going. But what I like the most in this picture is the little detail that you can see actually through the bus and what is happening behind there. But
I think there's actually a reflection in the bottom left corner of the bus.
Yeah, that can be
really cool.
Yeah.
The composition is, well, it's nice. It's very good composition, and of course, when you can see that through the picture, through to the machine itself, or the trolley itself, it's very nice because it makes like a little bit like a fantasy picture.
Yeah. So something a bit different, but moving onwards, number 8, the Lights of Kerava. This one was one I think all 3 of us were a bit awed at. This is really good composition, I think.
Yeah, I always when viewing a photograph, I like it that you don't get it the first time you see it. You don't know what's up, and you have to think about it, and then you see, oh, it's a light bulb, light, whatever that. Yeah, but the dynamics between the lightness and darkness. That's what I think is best in this picture. There's some really bright but still the overall darkness of the picture is overwhelming.
Yeah. For me, those pipes, especially, and those pipes which are not actually pipes at all, but they look like pipes. They are like, they makes a picture like very majestic, very powerful composition about the pipes, of course. And those reflections especially are, well, those reflections actually makes the picture.
It's what makes this. If this was just a black pipe with lamps on top, it wouldn't be that exceptional. But the reflections and the light play itself, I think, makes this an exceptional
Also, those light
picture.
reflections makes the lower point of that bigger pipe over there. There's those light bulbs reflections, and that's the
Yeah. And of course, the overall symmetry of the picture is just perfect.
Very well cropped or photographed in itself.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, number 9, Neon Lights of Nature. Perhaps not that good of a picture, like not the best picture in this show, but very different from anything else.
Yeah, it's true. There's so much noise in the background that it's not a good quality picture. But I like the time that has been spent taking this picture. The 5-second exposure. You have to have the buck 5 seconds on that pose because you would see the movement. So I think there has been some time taken when taking this picture.
Yeah, and I was myself wondering how much time it takes to set up a picture like this, and then you spend another 5 seconds to take it for the exposure. So something interesting there.
Yes, because the creature itself is very shy. I am trying to make some of those pictures myself, and well, the composition is not perfect, but that's not the point at all. Because when you want to make a picture of this kind of creature, which are very shy for the lights, you cannot use any lights. So you have to see it. Well, see it in the darkness. So it's almost impossible to do it. So that's why it's so good.
So interesting from a photographer point of view, especially. Next up, number 11, Ex Machina. A weird picture for myself. This looks more like computer graphics than a photograph at first glance. Very sharp, very crisp.
Yeah, I think it's a weird picture. Everything in it is so clean, and the background is, I think, too blank. There's only this person, but maybe that's the idea of the picture, to keep it computer clean and such. And in that way, this picture has done well.
Okay.
Well, for me, that picture represents future, far future, because it's when you actually look in it, you kind of have a feeling that you are in a far future, and there's lots of robotics and all. So it's I like it.
It's a sci-fi type of a picture.
Yes, it's a sci-fi. Yes.
So then the last entry, number 13, real-time ray tracing. Very interesting picture, I think.
Yeah, this is the drops, and the sharpness of the picture is just so beautiful, and the waves and how the eye follows first the drop, and then it spreads like the waves are spreading to the background. But the one thing that I don't like in this picture is the ball or whatever it is in the background, because it's not the point of the picture, but it takes too much space and too much focus from you.
Well, for me, I think that's the point, actually, the ball, because that's not actually the ball at all. Well, it's the logo of Amiga.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and that's the point, and because I'm very old fan of Amigas and Commodores, of course, so that's kind of heartwarming for me, of course. And there's something which are those errors in the picture, in a little bit left on the center of the pictures, makes that picture perfect, because without those errors, it's like made with computer or something.
Yeah, it looks like 3D graphics until you notice that there is.
But those errors are the point.
Yeah, there
makes
are some
perfect
photo parts in it that make you sure it's not a 3D graphics picture. But exceptional picture, I think. Again,
really beautiful.
So for a first-time compo, I think that at least me myself, I was blown away by the quality. Some exceptional works, very good quality. I hope to see the photo combo next year as well, because this was very interesting.
Yeah, this and the lamp picture, they were the best in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, wrapping up, do you guys have any overall comments on the competition, or how do you feel about it for a first-time compo?
Well, I think it, like you said, it was really good quality for first time, and there must have been professionals at work here.
Yeah.
Also, and in a way, I like the diversity.
Okay.
Yes, the pictures was very well composed. It's not the what kind of machine you or equipment you use to make a pictures. It's not the thing. The thing is what you make of those.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you?
True. But very good competition, very good conversation. Thank you guys so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you here again. Enjoy the rest of the party.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.